More than any other documentary filmmaker, Werner Herzog has a strange relationship with the truth. He's that rare filmmaker who seems to have operated within all of Mike Nichols' so-called modes of documentary at one point or another, sometimes all within the same film. Herzog's very first documentary, The Flying Doctors of East Africa, consists mostly of factual reports on the subject matter, and Herzog himself has said he doesn't even consider it a film so much as a report. That's because to Herzog, and indeed many documentary filmmakers, documentary film is just as malleable an art form as narrative-based cinema. Herzog is no mere chronicler of events. Doing press for his 1992 documentary Lessons of Darkness about the fires in Kuwaiti oil fields, Herzog described his search for the ecstatic truth, claiming, "By dint of declaration, the so-called cinema verite is devoid of verite. It reaches a merely superficial truth, the truth of accountants." This is an idea crucial to understanding the medium of documentary as an art form, rather than a news report or visual essay. In more prosaic terms, Herzog is essentially seeking authenticity through stylization and poetics. Facts don't do the trick for him. He's hunting for the greater cosmic truth of the moment, something often not found via conventional means. In Grizzly Man, he suggests the full horror of the deaths of environmental activist Timothy Treadwell and his girlfriend at the claws of a grizzly bear, through nothing more than the expression on the face of an old acquaintance, as Herzog himself listens to a tape of their mauling. In his 2011 documentary Cave of Forgotten Dreams, Herzog wants nothing from the audience but for them to luxuriate and exult in the millennia-old artwork and French cave walls. In Lessons of Darkness, a prime example of a documentary of the poetic mode, we observe the burning oil fields of Kuwait as an alien would, silently and from above. There's almost no narration or interviews at all, and why should there be when he presents us with images like this? A holistic appraisal of Herzog's entire filmography reveals that his documentary films stand alongside his narrative-based efforts and share much the same thematic DNA. Herzog as an artist and auteur is interested in driven men, sometimes maniacally so, and the harsh, unforgivable natural world. Arguably the best of his films marry both these preoccupations. One need only watch a double bill of Grizzly Man and Aguirre, The Wrath of God, for this to become apparent. The ecstatic truth, whilst a distinctly Herzogian concept, applies to all of documentary cinema. It's the most concise definition of how the medium works, illuminating and getting to the truth of the moment in a roundabout or indirect way. As a concept, it is wholly cinematic. Orson Welles had similar theories that related to narrative-based cinema, saying first of his own film Touch of Evil, "I was trying to make something unreal but true. I think that's the best kind of theatricality." Then he says on actor James Cagney, "What is more unreal and stylized? It's a totally stylized, unreal performance. No human being has ever behaved the way he does." And yet every moment of Cagney's entire life in films is truth. He never had a second that wasn't true. This quote, whilst referring to the theatrical performance of an actor, captures the essence and purpose of Herzog's documentaries and the ecstatic truth he strives for perfectly. Documentary, by its very nature, can never function as an exact replication of reality. Herzog owns this fact and uses it to his advantage. Sometimes small untruths, if correctly employed, allow us to access something higher.